Hello and welcome everybody. Thank you very much for joining me on this MACH V Mail Day. Today's mail day is from none other than Darrell Giordano, aka Mr. 95 Cents. And I'm sure everybody here is already subscribed to his channel, but in the off chance that I have some viewers that have not yet seen Mr. 95 Cents on YouTube or subscribe to him, I would highly recommend you do that. He's the reason why I started this channel. He gave me the motivation and inspiration with which to do so, and I thank him for that. And yeah, he's got an awesome show. For those who may not know, you just got to check him out. Sports Adventures, Mr. 95 Cents Sports Adventures. And yeah, so the first article of mail that I received is dated on March 25th, and it was one of the winnings from his show. And I forgot entirely what it is that I got in here. Oh yeah, I do remember this. This is an awesome card. So there's two, I just took this out of the top loader here, but there's one little set of cards here. And he's so generous. This is another set of cards here, both in top loaders. So, you know, for those who don't know, maybe you do win a card. You can win a card, I should say, when you watch his videos. He does them on Tuesdays and Saturdays currently. And yeah, and he also has a rare vid find, which he'll show these awesome killer cards that he has, that he gets. A lot of times they're numbered autos and just these amazing cards. And those are cool to see. It's always a treat. But yeah, so I won this, and I believe it was this card here, the Mike Schmidt. I remember seeing that gold standard and just thinking, man, that is the coolest Mike Schmidt card I personally have seen. And yeah, celebrating his 500 home runs. Let's see, Mike Schmidt, 500 home runs, April 18th, 1987. God, it's hard to believe it was that long ago. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, trailing the Pirates 6-5. The Phillies would have settled for a single from Schmidt when their slugger came up with 2 on in the top of the 9th. Mike got the green light on a 3-0 pitch and got it all. Belting career home run number 500. He became the 14th player to join that gang, and he remains the only one to do it in a Phillies uniform. Mr. Philly, one of, but definitely one of the top, Mike Schmidt. That is an awesome card. Thank you so much, Darrell. That is really cool. Officially my favorite Mike Schmidt card. Oh man, he hooked me up with some Ernie Banks. He knows I'm a Cubby, and he knows I love Ernie Banks. Who can't love Ernie Banks? Yeah, I remember Vince over at Sports Card Ripping Teacher when he met Ernie Banks that one day, and you'll have to watch his video on that, but yeah, he had an amazing autograph, man. Mr. Banks signed a bag of peanuts for him. And make a long story short, somebody ended up snagging that bag of peanuts and running off into the sunset with it, never to be seen or heard from again. Is absolutely horrible. All right, now we've got, oh, for the Chiefs, and I am a Chiefs fan here. We've got Chris Jones on the sack attack. That is killer. I love, man, action cards, like when they're doing the, you know, in the game cards are just so awesome. And I would go through each one of these, but I know it'll take entirely too long. I will off camera, though. Isaiah Pacheco. We got ourselves another Chief. Yeah, and, you know, I'm a Saints fan, of course, here in Louisiana, but I'm also a Kansas City fan. I've got some Kansas City ties. And this particular card, it must be, yeah, it's got to be the, oh, it's the Prism. I was going to say Chrome, but yeah, Panini Prism. And I don't have many Panini Prisms, but that's a really cool card on the Chiefs. One of these days I've got to bust out the Hank Stram autograph. I met Hank Stram, his son and daughter-in-law I used to see on a fairly regular basis in the previous business that I was running. And yeah, one day his son, Dale, came in to see me and said, "Hey Ray, I got my dad out in the car. Would you like to meet him?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Oh my gosh, that was an awesome day. We've got some A-Rod here on the Yankees. It's like Upper Deck 98. Some Alex Rodriguez. Oh yeah, now we've got more Cubbies. Seiya Suzuki just came back off of his injury. I love the style of these cards, man. And having that retro throwback just is so cool. And we've got a Nico Horner, again on the Cubbies. Oh, man. Now we've got the Hawk. Greats of the game, indeed. Andre Dawson on the Sports Illustrated Fleer. I do like these Sports Illustrated cards. I have a few. Not many. Gosh, I was 97. That's hard to believe. Yep. The Hawk. One of my all-time faves. Andre the Hawk Dawson. So that was from the winning pack. And again, you know, one card, but Darrell, he's so generous, man. And he throws in these extras and, you know, he puts thought into it. It's not like, you know, just shuffling cards and you randomly get what you get. He puts thought into the cards that he gives you. And he goes that extra mile, and not to embarrass him further, but yeah, I'm one to do so. You know, another thing I will say about him is he goes through the trouble, in my opinion, and I just think it's very courteous. I think it's generous, but he takes his time to comment on everybody's replies. He likes on everybody's replies, and you know, I've seen content creators I'm talking in general, regardless of what genre, not necessarily sports cards or whatever, but yeah, they don't really take the time to do that. It's kind of like, my adoring fans have come to see me once again, and hail to the king. But no, Darrell, he's as awesome as he is, he takes the time to do that. Very generous. He's very thoughtful. Anyway, all right, I'm going to stop there, Darrell. I do apologize, but all right, so I'm going to go ahead and rip into this. I have no idea what's in here. Absolutely no idea. I know I recently mailed him a little care package. It had some cards in there, and they were all from my PC. Not meaning necessarily that they were all my favorite players, but they were all from my personal collection. Some of them I've had for, and they were junk wax era cards, guys. It's not like, you know, we're talking vintagey vintage. But yeah, some of them I've had since I was a kid. Oh my goodness, Darrell. Okay, all right. Jeez Louise. Darrell, I'm mind blown. You did not have to do this, my friend. I'm just going to look at this note real quick. I want to make sure there's nothing personal. Gosh, yeah, I mean, hello, Ray. Thanks very much for your Easter gift. It was very nice of you. And Darrell, it's the least I could do. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. I've been putting some stuff on the side for you. Hope you enjoy. Take care. Your friend, Darrell. Man, and Darrell is indeed a true friend. It just happened. That's a story. But yeah, I just happened to find him on YouTube a while back, you know, and yeah, the rest is history. But oh, that's so cool. And I do want to show this off, by the way. So Darrell Giordano, Mr. 95 Cents. For those, again, who may not know, this is his business card, which I love the business card. It has a vintagey style to it, which just, I mean, that catches me right there. But yeah, the sports page, Darrell Giordano, and www.stores.ebay.com/sports page. sportspg@aol.com. 973-326-7964, youtube.com/user/Mr.95cents/featured. So, yeah, he's got so many. Oh, what's on the back here? Yeah, that's got a cool back too. Home of Mr. 95 Cents. Instagram at Mr. 95 Cents, and again, Facebook. I need to go check out his Facebook. I have not done Facebook, Instagram in years. And but he does these kitchen box breaks, which I really want to be part of as far as viewing them. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and put these guys off to the side because And again, I'm excited, guys. I don't know if you can tell. So I apologize if I sound like a kid in a candy store on Christmas morning once again. But yeah, that's what happens. I mean, I'm showered with goodness here. So we've got a whole plastic tin here. I'm just blown away. And Bobby Richardson for the Yankees. I think I may have a Bobby Richardson, like, I forget what it's called, TCW, one of the brands that did like in the 80s. I don't know, I don't even know if they were officially licensed, but little throwback cards. All right, so we're gonna open this, and let's see. Oh, we got some tape down. So, uno momento, por favor. I'm gonna go ahead and get into this. One moment, guys. I'm going to cut into this. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. Yeah, I got to give kudos to Darrell there. That was an awesome tape job. The tape was essentially camouflaged, if you will, with the plastic. But yeah, once I spotted it, I'm like, oh, okay. And it was nothing at all to open it up. So we've got Bobby Richardson here on the upper deck. What year is that? Let's see. That is the 2000. Wow, that's the 2000 card. Gosh, that's a really cool card of Bobby Richardson. Oh man, is this like a Sport Flicks? I've got some old, like just a few 86, I think it is, maybe 87 Sport Flicks. I loved those as a kid, but I don't have any recent ones. So we got Paul O'Neill on the action shot. Sport Flicks. I do love me some Sport Flicks. That is so cool. It's on a 94 Sport Flicks. We've got Garrett Cole in action on the Heritage. Very nice. Judge. All rise for the Judge. Very nice on the Allen and Ginter. I think that's, yeah, it is 22 because I opened my last packs at 22. Oh man, we got Don Zimmer. Don Zimmer is one, I mean, he's definitely one of my all-time favorite coaches just because when I grew up as a kid watching, the Cubbies on WGN Channel 9, it was Zimmer coaching away with my favorite players. I still hold a grudge against Pedro Martinez for throwing Zimmer down. Anyway. Good old Don Zimmer. Oh, we got Anthony Rizzo. That's a killer card, man, on the Topps Gold label. Gosh, look at that. And funny if I don't have many Rizzos because, yeah, there we go. I took a break, or not a break. Life kind of got in the way, really, for the majority of the 2000s for me when it came to card collecting. I had collected as a kid, and I collected through the early 90s. And then high school, but college stuff and everything, life just started changing it, and personal major changes in the family. It's a long story. But anyway, yeah, I got kind of derailed off the whole card thing. Then I got back into it, and here comes Rhino. Outstanding. That's a beautiful card. But I got back into it in, I want to say 99, 2000, 2001. And yeah, and then life happened again, and I just took a major hiatus, try to keep up, with sports highlights and things like that, but out of the hobby. So I missed out on most of the players in the early 2000s and 2010s. It's a killer Ryan Sandberg card. Who had the only World Series unassisted triple play? Anybody? Answer? Oh, upside down. Cleveland's Bill Wambsgans. Wambsgans? Interesting. Bill Wambsgans. I don't know if I've ever heard of him, which is terrible, but 1920. Wow. Bill Wambsgans. All right. Ryan Sandberg. Ian Happ. New Age Performers. That's a cool card there. All right. I know this video is going to be way too long if I just keep reading. Jerry Coleman. Darrell, just so you know, I'm going to be enjoying these thoroughly off camera when I sort these. Oh, we got Ron Say. Is that an 85 or is it a throwback? No, that's an 85. 85 Ron Say card. Yep, I remember the commercials with him. And he'd go into the bar, I believe, and show that he could buy his drink with just one of his trading cards. Anthony Rizzo again, this time on the Yankees. Which, funny enough, you know, I love the Cubbies. I always love the Yankees for the history and the nostalgic. It just, I mean, when I think of the legendary greats of the time, you know, we think of Babe Ruth, we think of Mickey Mantle, you think of Joe DiMaggio, you think of Roger Maris. I'd go on and on and on and on. What do they have in common? They're all Yanks. And, I mean, they were great players across the board. Don't worry, Pastor Ken, I love my Mets too. But I'm just saying, yeah, so that's why, you know, the Cubbies hold the top spot in my heart, but the Yankees are just so representative of baseball. And then I love the Rays too, because obvious reasons. You don't often have a chance in life to happen to have share a name, same name with a Major League Baseball team or football team or any team for that matter. Dave Righetti on the 84 Topps. Outstanding pitcher. Oh, this next card is awesome. Okay, so this is really cool. So yeah, Ryan Sandberg on the 83 style card. That is killer beyond. And believe it or not, I don't have a Ryan Sandberg rookie card. I know that's crazy. Always wanted one as a kid, and I would have picked one up in the early 2000s if I was still paying attention to the hobby, but unfortunately I got sidetracked. And I think my cousin had one, and I always wanted one. One of these days I am going to get one. But this card is so cool because it has I have to do some research on that to see exactly what time frame of Rhino that would be. But that's the 35th anniversary, or no, what is it? I think it is. Yeah, 35th anniversary card, 83 Topps throwback. Gosh, man. So that, yeah, it came out in 2018. Yep, 2018. Oh, unbelievable. Yeah, 35th anniversary to the 83 Topps set. Then we have ourselves a wait, Rhino, I'm going to put you up there, bud, right next to yourself. There you go. Joe Niekro for the Yankees on 87 Don Ross. He and his brother Phil, outstanding careers. Then we have an A-Rod on the Don Ross there. What year is that? Oh, that's cool. It kind of has like an 87 Don Ross back look to it. 2016. Panini Don Ross, A-Rod. And we got ourselves a PCA. That is a cool card. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what year this was. It is 2024. Okay. Yep, 2024 PCA. That is an awesome card. And that's his rookie year. Right? So, yeah, that's his rookie card. I do believe, somebody correct me if I am wrong, but that is killer. That is an awesome Seiya Suzuki card. All right, I got to move along. I know, because I am just enjoying this so much. And we have Cubbies Rhino again on the upper deck. What year? That looks early 90s. The whole style screams early 90s. Question: what feat did Ryan perform in a 13-8 loss to the Pirates on September 9th, 1992? You mean we're gonna lose? Ryan has not committed a throwing error since July 4th, 1990, a span of 389 games. He led the Cubs in home runs with 26 in 92, his fourth consecutive season with 25 or more home runs. Rhino, the man. That's a killer Sosa card. Sosa collects the National League MVP after smacking 66 homers and leading the league in RBI and runs. Superstar Spotlight, Sammy Sosa on the ovation. 2002, yeah. So that was the year that kind of started when I ended up having to move away from my hobby, unfortunately. And I meant to see for this Rhino, what year is that? 93. All right. Oh, wow. And we got ourselves a Donnie Baseball. Don Mattingly for the Yankees. Shout out 3 Good News. That's an awesome Mattingly card. That's on the Leaf. 93. That is a beautiful Don Mattingly card. That's definitely one of my favorites. I mean, I love all the, the 80s Mattingleys, of course. And, okay, so that's the first. I had a feeling he was... I had a feeling Darrell did this. Oh, my goodness graciousness. Darrell, like, you outdid yourself, sir. I'm blown away, and I do appreciate this so very much. This is so crazy cool. So we have another case here of cards. I'm going to go ahead and open this. I'll be right back. All right, so immediately I know we've got some Kansas City goodness going on here, some NFL. We got some Larry Johnson, power players. That is too cool, man. Set him down there. Got ourselves a Carson Steele. God, that's a beautiful card. It's rookie card there, too. 2024 Panini. Wow, look at that. Number 90 for Kansas City. What year is that? It's Neil Smith, by the way. 92, I think. Yep, 92 Skybox. Neil Smith. Yeah, dude was a monster. We got Tyreek Hill, wide receiver on the Panini. Then we got George Karlaftis. That's a cool card, too. And that's his rookie, Red Zone. What set is that? It's Panini. Yep, it's Panini as well. 2022 Panini. Gosh. Thank you again so much, Darrell. I'm having a blast. Jamal Charles. Oh, that's a cool card. On Prestige. Derek Thomas, one of my all-time faves, by far. Any Kansas City fan has to love some Derek Thomas. One of my favorite players all time. An amazing all-around guy. Love Derek Thomas. On a Kansas City defensive team that gave up only 270 yards a game and recorded 50 sacks, Thomas was one of the shining stars. His 14.5 sacks made him the team's co-leader in that department. Yeah, outstanding player. Travis Kelce. I don't know why it gives me a Spider-Man vibe for some reason. I don't know why, the background, but it's really cool. Xavier Worthy. Man, we got some killer talent. Number 1, Xavier Worthy. Card's so beautiful. The Prism cards are just amazing. From what I understand, the Prism, it's a little harder to get hits, so to speak, versus like, what do you call it? The Don Ross, Panini Don Ross. But I'll be curious to see what you guys think on that. I've just heard that from some channels. Marcus Peters, 2015 Defensive Rookie of the Year, decorated. That's a cool card. Man, I had no idea I was getting all of this. You spoiled me, Darrell, but I very much appreciate it. 2019 Donruss Reggie Ragland. We got ourselves rookie card of Justin Ross, number 8, wide receiver. And this is Killer KC pack. Leo Chanel, linebacker, rookie card on the authentic, or absolute, I'm sorry. Why is that authentic? 2022. Patrick Mahomes, quarterback for the Chiefs. Now he was injured. Hope he has a great great season. We got ourselves Brian Cook, safety. Again on the absolute. Speaking of absolute, I hope Darrell gets his kaboom soon. He deserves a kaboom. It is overdue. He pulled a kaboom for somebody else, which is awesome. Jalen Royals, rookie card. But the man deserves a kaboom for himself, just saying. I mean, Tamarick Vanover. Gosh, that's a pretty killer looking card. NFL Lasers. Where's that? 96. I've actually never seen this style card before. The 96. That's really cool. We have an Isaiah Pacheco, again, on another card. Standing player. 2024 Panini. Man, these cards are very, very cool indeed. And then Bam Morris on the score, I think 99. Wow. It's amazing, Darrell. Amazing. And it's not even over, folks. Thank you all for watching. So this is the last of the pack. And we've got a Derek Cole. This is an awesome killer card. I'm going to get into it here momentarily. Let me bust out the knife and just cut through this tape. Yeah, you did not have to do this, Darrell. Thank you so very much. This is so awesome. So much fun. And I can't say enough about Darrell. Man, look at that. That's a thick card there. That is such a cool card of Derek Cole for the Yankees. Let's see, what does it say here? It's got a little weight to it too. Gosh, look at that. That is so awesome. It almost looks like it's glowing. Congratulations, you have received a commemorative Topps coin card from 2020 Topps Baseball Update Series. I did not know that was a coin in there. That is beyond cool. The commemorative coin on the front of this card was specifically created for 2020 Topps Baseball Update Series. Gerrit Cole, New York Yankees, pitcher. Wow. That's pretty cool. That is killer. That is killer. And he'll stand up on his own, I think. No, but it's okay. Anthony, we're going to go ahead and move you over there, my friend. Pull O'Neill back up. These cards aren't in any particular order, guys, and they're falling all over, but it's okay. I'm going to sort them later. Oh, my goodness. Jason Giambi, look at that. New Age Performers when he was with the Yankees. Good old Jason Giambi. Giancarlo Stanton, again, on the Yankees. Ministers of MASH. That's cool action. Aaron Judge. What does that say? Bang! Oh, that's a cool killer card. I do like that card a lot. That is really slick. Paul, you're going to share right there. Move Garrett over to the side just a bit. Wow, we got some vintage Dave Rosello for the Cubs. $1977. That is awesome. I do love some vintage cards. Tell you all a story some other time. Let's see. Darrell Knowles Cubs on the 77. But yeah, it involved some vintage cards and a friend of mine falling into a whole slew of them that he got. And I was just looking at it like, oh my God, I didn't get a single one. Paul Ruschel, number 43 for the Cubbies, 77. Bill Bonham. Ramon Hernandez. Rick Russell. Wow. So we've got, double check just to make sure. Yeah, because if I remember correctly, and I could be wrong, weren't they brothers? I wonder if it, sometimes they'll tell you little snippets. Gary Carter collects baseball cards. I did not know that. So it did make a reference, but yeah, having both Russells there, that is too cool. What year is that for Rick? Oops, sorry about that. Looks like his 5th year. Very nice indeed. Pete Lecoq. Mick Kelleher. Man. And we've got Kyle Hendricks on the Heritage. All right, now we've got some hockey. The Rangers, and I always like the Rangers back from Gretzky. But yeah, we've got Sam Carrick on the O-Pee-Chee for the Rangers. Juuso Parsinen, O-Pee-Chee, Rangers. And I do love watching some hockey. Chris Kreider. Alexander Georgiev. And Alexis Lafreniere. That's a really cool card. Darrell, I can't thank you enough, good sir. I appreciate it very, very much. I'm going to have a blast sorting these guys out. Again, everybody, if you haven't already, definitely subscribe to, or go check them out. I would highly recommend a subscribe, like, etc., etc. I'm sure most of you guys, again, who are following me, definitely follow him. And yeah, he's also on the sports page, and he has some amazing deals. He has a wide variety of cards. I forget exactly what the number is, but it's way up there in the thousands of cards that he has. And also he's on COMC. So definitely go check him out. Thank you very much, Darrell, aka Mr. 95 Cents. And wow, what a gift. Well, I'm going to be sorting these and having fun for the rest of the day. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And thank you all very much for your support. Be good to each other. Be safe. Have fun collecting, and I will talk to you again soon.